we talked about this world of transformation where, everybody participating in the project needs a little bit of, call it psychological safety. And why I see that psychological safety is as technology is kind of evolving this fast, there is this constant creation of VUCA moments. And, if you've not heard of the term VUCA, it's volatility, uncertainty, confusions, and ambiguity, right? With this fast growing technology landscape, artificial intelligence, with all this models and LLMs that people are building to kind of support the future state. What do we do with the systems that we have on hand today? At some point, will the systems change, or do we have to adapt to this new world, or how fast do we adapt? Sometimes it's a velocity confusion. How fast is this change occurring that I have to continuously understand and evolve and change? Second, it's the organizational change in terms of, we used to have CIOs leading all the IT and transformation. Then we had chief digital officers running all the digital. Now there is this whole notion of the chief AI officer. Like the AI becomes very important. Now, what's the role of a CIO in that space? What's the role of a CDO in that space? What becomes client facing? What becomes external facing that I have to adapt and change? There is this whole idea of lack of clarity, lack of understanding, and organizations are figuring it out. What is that AI policy? What goes in there? What's a good thing? What's a bad thing? And as this is occurring and the technology landscape is fast evolving, there is a whole idea of how do you make sure the people come together and get comfortable with the idea that change is imminent. Everybody's changing, everybody's evolving. Sometimes you have to make small impacts, right? So, we used to live in the world where everything was about large impacts, one big decision, and we take months and weeks to go impact this big decision and see if that sticks to that. With this pace, there comes this new pattern of thinking of small changes. How do we continuously improve our existing process, existing systems, existing people? Quick learning here, implement a widget, implement a tool, see the outcomes, what sticks, what. So people are now rewarded for small changes that impacts in a small way, but over a course of time, those impacts add up to create a larger impact. You can be more nimble and agile in adjusting to which path you want to take, and which we see that across teams, right? Both our internal teams and our client teams, where as we are designing these transformations, we're thinking of how do you take these small steps, bite-sized chunks of change that connects together to create our larger objective. So going back to my earlier point of champions of change, I think there is a whole idea of creating a rewards and recognitions portion, bringing in the human element. As people are getting anxious with the velocity of change, it's recognize and reward your change agents, reward your champions of change that are evolving with new ideas, evolving with new innovation, kind of implementing that change, seeing the results, and numerically with numbers, verifying that those change are impactful. So it is a pattern that we're going to live for a very long time to come. And it's very important for us to implement the right mentality, the right mindsets within our teams to be able to achieve that as an end goal.